Hey guys and gals, welcome back to my channel. It's Chell, and we're here with Mitzi yet again, and she may look a little different. She is at the karaoke bar at the moment. She's competing in the karaoke contest. It popped up while she was, I don't know why I'm saying so just ignore me. I'm derping today. I should not be doing that, but I'm doing it. She was out over here at the, or what district are we in? I don't even know oh, dang it. He's going to get away. We've been torturing Jay Huntington III. It's no secret that I despise Jay Huntington III. I've hated him since day one. And there's a story behind it. I don't just hate him just to hate him. There is a story behind it. We're going to deprive his need. Which is more important? The karaoke or torturing Jay Huntington? Torturing Jay Huntington. Okay. Get rid of that. Let's go torture Jay Huntington. We can always do a karaoke contest. Of course, we can always torture Jay Huntington, but come on, woman. Oh my goodness. Okay, she scored a 43 out of 100, so she got to complete it anyways. But the story, for those that don't know, behind my dislike of Jay Huntington III, Sims 4, day of release, I was playing. I was having a grand old time. I was cheating because I wanted to experience the game. You know, I didn't want to have my Sims struggle and earn their way up. She's stinky. I didn't want to have my Sims struggle and, you know, have to earn their way up to a nice fancy house and all that other stuff. I just wanted a nice house. I wanted to test out the gallery. I wanted my Sim to live the life of luxury, so I cheated. I cheated her into a house. I cheated her money, and I thought I would just play the game and, you know, just play it and have fun. Well, my Sim, I don't even remember her name. Like, I went through so many Sim names. It's hard for me to remember a Sim's name. But, can we make him fall asleep too? Because I thought I got that. No, I don't think I got that one yet. I think that was one of the ones I was going to get. So, my Sim meets Jay Huntington III, and I didn't know anything about traits or how to learn them or anything like that, so she, like, barely knew him. It was the first day she met him, but I was used to Sims 3. So, you know, we need to go home and take a bath, because you stink, girl. So I didn't know how to work the game or anything like that. I was used to Sims 3, and yes, we live in Forgotten Hollow with Vlad. Long story, I will get to it. But, so she finally got the romance going with him, and they were pretty high up, and she actually denied her. Denied her. And then she went home and died of humiliation. Like, she died. My first Sim. Ever since then, I despise Jay Huntington III. He never has a good time. Anytime I see him, I make it a point that my active Sim dislikes him. I know that's taking away Sim's free will. They may very well love him, but not in my game. In my game, he's a jerk face, and he will not be liked. So, okay, on to Mitzi. Yes, Mitzi looks very different. What am I doing? Okay, I had a bit of a brown fart, so. Mitzi is very different. She became a vampire. Let's see. She had her baby. Where's he at? Here he is, little Michael. They named Michael after Micaiah. And she was, where's Lilith? No, it was Caleb. It wasn't Lilith. It was Caleb. She asked Caleb, they started hanging out. She wasn't leaving Michael home to go party all the time, but she was doing it sometimes, and she'd go out with Caleb, And her and Micaiah just kind of started drifting apart. Bless you. Bless you. And they just kind of started drifting apart. He was being very hot and cold with her. He was just, he's a tough nut to crack, let me tell you, because one minute he'll be flirting with her, and the next minute he'll just be denying and rejecting her flirts. And Vlad, okay, he's going up to the computer. But so we'll go with Vlad for a little bit, give her some privacy. So it was just their relationship was getting strained. Michael was a baby, and she'd go out a few nights a week and go out with Caleb, and her and Caleb, got to talking, and she was more and more fascinated by this vampire lore that she kept reading about on the computer, and she ended up asking Caleb to turn her into a vampire. And she didn't think it would be that big of a deal because she's read so much. Like, she thought she had it under control because she had all this knowledge. It was a bit of her self-inflated ego coming into play, that she thought it would all be grand, no problem. So she, transformed into a vampire, and Michael, we aged him up to a toddler because I was done with the baby stage. And I'm forgetting everything that happened because, to be honest, I went a little bit of a break not playing this game, which I'll explain more later. But she turned into eventually she turned into a vampire, and what it led to is her and Michael, her son, they have an amazing relationship. You can see that she loves him, she adores him, and he got the angel trait, which I did roll random, and he just ended up getting the angel trait. So she was really struggling with her thirst. Like, she needs to knock him off the computer and come up here. Well, I mean, I think she can buy it while he's on the computer. But she really struggled with her thirst, and it was getting harder and harder to be around Micaiah and even Michael to a point, because she was craving their blood. Like, she wanted to satisfy her thirst, but she didn't want to do it at the expense of her family. And I do have a few mods in for vampires to make plasma packs, and the plasma. Speaking of plasma fruit, we've been waiting for this dang here. Finally. But I have those mods to make vampires a little bit better, because I hated how you'd have to drink like 3 or 4 or 5 plasma packs in order just to. Hello, who is that? Oh, nah, we're not interested. To fill up their need. And because when you're wanting to play a good vampire that doesn't drink on nobody, you have to have a good plasma tree factory going, and a lot of plasma fruit, and she's got a ton of stuff in her inventory. But so yeah, I went and got a few mods, and like I said, I'm playing the Legacy Challenge, and I'm playing vampires in my Legacy Challenge, but I really don't give 2 hoots, because I've come to accept something with Sims 4. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to enjoy my game, because it's not Sims 3. It's an entirely different beast, and I just have to do what I have to do to enjoy it. So all rules are off. I love challenges. I play challenges. I do a lot of challenges. That's a lot of my gameplay. And I'm just going to do whatever I have to do. I don't give 2 shits what the rules say of a challenge. If it says no mods, then I want to use mods, I'm going to use mods. Because I won't play the game without MC Command Center. And now I've got my vampire mods. And I've got a whole crap ton of no Automus mods. And I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. So, yeah, I'm there. But anyways, so Mitzi, yeah, she's been living with Vlad for a little while. She's still level 7. She hasn't worked a whole lot on her career. It hasn't been her primary focus. Her main focus was getting to, was it this stage? Yeah, it was Master Vampire, so she could get this resistance to the sun. And she finally got that, so she's back at focusing on her career, because she can go out and explore the world. And we're trying something new as far as my resolution. And I'm not sure how well it's working because it's been 10 minutes and it's already saying that I'm almost at 2 gig, which it shouldn't be. It shouldn't show that. So I don't know. Uh, I scaled down my screen to show 1920 by 1080. So, and I did it in full screen because the other video just looked really squished, but maybe that's not too bad. I don't know. We'll go ahead and finish this video and see how it goes. Let me downplay that so I can see the screen better. Okay, so anyways, back to Mitzi. She adapted this new look to kind of go with go with her new lifestyle. And what it was, she ended up feeding on Micaiah. And while he was assed out in the floor, she left a note. And as soon as he come to, he went straight to bed. She left a note and she moved in with Vlad. Vlad offered to take her under his wing and teach her the ways of the vampire. And he's more of a, you do what you got to do. And she's more trying to find a way to manage it so she doesn't really know that she wants to go back to Micaiah because it was getting a bit daunting and off and on and hot and cold and just drama. And she really enjoys the single lifestyle, but she does want to be in her son's life again. And she knows that Micaiah will put up a fight to let her have her child. But in one aspect, she really enjoys the single life. So she's doing that, but she's working on aspiration. She's gotten to here. She needs to convert 5 Sims into full-grown vampires and train 3 offsprings. We haven't done that yet. We're not quite ready to do that. Let's see, what's the other one? Is it knowledge? She become a grandmaster. We got that. So she just has 18 more days to be a vampire. I don't know why it's only counting 2, but she's been a vampire a hell of a lot longer than that. And then a good vampire, we have to not drink deeply for 5 days. So she's just, sorry, I was far away. I was scooting in my chair. She's just trying to be the good vampire. She's really trying to learn how to control it. But she's been here with Vlad for a while, and he trained her, and he got her up to, well, not he, but her too, but together they got her up to the Grand Master. And she's not completely topped out, but she's learned all she's going to learn from Vlad. And to be honest, she hates this house. Like, she absolutely hates it. She tries to leave it as soon as she can, as much as she can. She's hardly ever here. She just figures it's cobwebby and it's old and it's smelly, and she's just not enjoying herself here. So she did used to go to, this is her outfit for going and checking on her son. At night while they was asleep, she would go check on her son, and because she has the, where is it? Always welcome. Where is it? There it is. Eternally welcome. So she would go check on her son while he was asleep and everything. And we turned the lifespan to normal. So hopefully Michael will be aging up to a child soon so she can have a little bit more to do with him, invite him over and everything like that. But she's thinking of going back to San Myshuno. She really enjoyed herself in San Myshuno. She wants to, just focus on her career and doing the right thing and getting her life together and hopefully one day being reunited with her son. She doesn't know how that's going to work because she yesterday, well, now technically it was Monday, but Monday evening after work, was it after work? Yeah, Monday evening because she did a work from home. After she did all her work, she went over to Micaiah and Michael's house, and we got to get her doing something because just standing there, watch her stare in the kitchen is not. She's going to take those plasma fruits. She's not going to plant them here. She's going to take those plasma fruits so she can plant them wherever she's going. Let's see who's down at the town square because this place is usually dead, man. I hate that. You would think. Okay, let's just come down here and I don't know where you're going, but don't take off. Okay. So, anyways, she, I don't remember what I was saying, damn it. Let me get a drink. Because now I forgot. Well, I do know she wants to go back to San Myshuno. Oh, Michael, Micaiah. Micaiah is not going to give up Michael without a fight. He adores Michael. He is a good father. He really is. Hot headed or not, he is a really good father to his son. He is the light of his life. They named Michael after Micaiah, and he's taken his role as father very seriously. So she went over there to their house. That's what it was. Monday. She went over to their house Monday. Nobody was home, but for her job, she needed to cook 3 gourmet meals, and it's not going to do her or Vlad any good. So she went to their house and was cooking the gourmet meals for them. So, she wanted to make sure they had food, so they had something to eat. So she cooked them 3 gourmet meals and put them in their refrigerator. And but nobody was home. Like, nobody was there. So she, eternally welcome, helped herself in the door. And let's see, is he a vampire? Uh, we'll offer him some training. She can offer training, but so yeah, she hung out until they got home, and they got home really late, and literally long enough for her to tuck Michael in, and then she hung around and talked to Micaiah for a little bit, and they got along fine. They were talking. There was no flirting. Neither one of them was auto flirting, because if you notice, they're not technically divorced. I didn't technically divorce. She just left. Where is he? It's still her. He's still her. You can't see when I point with my finger, so that does no good. But he's still her spouse. They're still soulmates. They're still best friends. But you can see their relationship took a hit, and it's just, she just. Oh, she's mad. Okay, well, get going. Oh, here's more. How did I mess this? Let's harvest that. But yeah, so, she doesn't think she's going to ever, she's a vampire, isn't she? She doesn't think she's ever going to be with, we ought to start trying to turn people into vampires. We're on day 3. Let's go to, is it knowledge? No, it's the family. Let's try to find someone to turn into a vampire. Are you a vampire? I don't know why I've been having issues with my Sims dresses. It's only this dress, so I'm thinking about taking it out of my game. But yeah, she's a vampire. What time? Well, we can walk in daylight, so it don't matter. We'll go somewhere and we'll start turning a few people, which, kind of goes against, but she wants to feel that connection. She wants to feel that family with a few people, and she's kind of feeling like she really misses Michael, and she wants to feel that family connection, and Vlad ain't it. He's just kind of her, but he made it clear, and she was more than happy to agree to those terms, that they weren't going to be best friends. They weren't. It was strictly an educational type thing, and that she could stay with him in that time frame, and then she had to go. And it's time for her to go, so she's fixing to start looking for a house or an apartment here in San Myshuno, more than likely, because she really misses San Myshuno. So I don't know why I came here. I hate this area. I don't think. When we come to the gym, she can go work out. Let's go run, because, why not? So, yeah, she wants to, get that family feeling, and she will never turn her son into a vampire. She doesn't want that life for him. She's heard rumors about a cure for vampirism, but she knows that it takes a lot of ingredients that she doesn't have, and she's just kind of, she enjoys being a vampire. She enjoys the immortality. That was kind of the whole point of doing it, but she does have that little nag in the back of her head that she's gonna have to watch her son grow old, and she's gonna have to watch her son die one day. So she doesn't know. She's just kind of keeping all of her options open. But uh, anyways, the next day, sorry, Tuesday, I keep getting sidetracked. Monday, she went to there and she tucked in Micaiah, or Michael, and her and Micaiah talked. The next morning, she went back because she wanted to catch them before, everybody had to go to work, and she was spending time with Micaiah. And I'm telling you, like, they've got to do something about toddlers because it was just frustrating me. She was trying to help take care of his needs, and as soon as she'd put him in the high chair, Micaiah would come and take Michael out and take him to the potty, and it was like an endless loop. Like, as soon as he got done pottying with Michael, he would put him in the high chair, and then she would try to give him food, and then he would take him out and take him to the potty. That kid went to the potty like 4 times in a row. So, but yeah, I let her and, I leave her and Micaiah alone on Artemis. I let her decide what she wants to do. I let her decide how she feels, but uh, she's just not feeling it with him. I mean, she hasn't rolled any wishes. She wants to write a column. I forgot to have her do that at home. And she wants to turn Erica Sakai, whatever, into a vampire. Where are you going? Let's invite Erica because I forgot about that. Let's invite her to hang out at the current lot. That would be one that we could turn into a vampire. Where are you at? There you are. So she is getting whims and wishes to turn people into vampires, but, is that, yeah, that's Micaiah. Well, he's at the gym. Where the hell is Michael? There she is. Okay. Let's, we're just gonna down and dirty get to it. I've really got to give her a makeover again because now that once she's moved in out of town or, back to San Myshuno, is everybody gonna, yeah, everybody's gonna make a big deal about it. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, you should have went somewhere a little bit more private, but get out of your dark form. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now see she's wanting to embrace him. And I'm going to let her go, but I'm not going to direct her to do it, even though she has a whim. Because he may turn her down, and that's just... Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. We'll come over here and we'll start up a conversation with him and see how it goes once he's out of the bathroom. Fast forward. Come on. Okay, so you're out of your dark form. Let's, while he's in there doing that, dark meditation. Is that like a men's only bathroom? Oops, wrong button. Yeah, I think that's men's only. He's taking a shower. Yeah, you're good. I love playing the vampires in Sims 4, though. I really do. Oh, what I was going to say. See, I always forget things and then remember as I'm going. Go do whatever you want to do. I don't care. You want to go box? Go box. I've come to realize, because I was playing Mitzi and I was having a blast with Mitzi. Like, every time I play her game, it's just so much fun because I don't really know. I know where I think it's going, but I really don't know where the story's going. Like, at any moment, she could throw a loop and we'll have to go with what she wants. So while I guide and direct, she ultimately makes the final decision. And so I always have a whole bunch of fun, and I will play her like all day for a few days. And then I took a break because I was like, she wasn't really rolling any whims that would be helpful, and I was kind of indecisive about which direction we wanted to go, and it was about the vampire time of turning into one or not. So I took a bit of a break and I started playing a legacy challenge with vampires because I really wanted to play vampires, and I played it for a long time and wouldn't go back to Mitzi. And then I was like, I don't really want to play Mitzi. So what I do is I get so obsessed with one game, and then whenever I'm ready for a break from them, I get obsessed with a new game, and I never go back to my old games. Like, I'm sure you could tell by the abandoned LPs on the channel. So, yeah. But, so what I'm doing is I'm going to force myself every day until I've went through every one of my, not LPs, but every one of my saves. every day I'm only allowed to play one save for one day. And I'm not going to be able to play every single day, but every day that I can play, I'm going to have to play a different save than the one before. And I can't repeat it until I've played all my saves at least once, and I have quite a few saves. So today is Mitzi's day. Tomorrow, I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to look through and see which one I want to play tomorrow. But tomorrow, I should be able to play because, what is today? It probably won't be tomorrow because... Oh, yeah, today's Sunday. So, nope, tomorrow I won't be able to play because tomorrow we're going on a family trip. So, yeah, that's next time I play, I'll see what I'm going to play. But, yeah, I mean, I know I told you a little bit about Mitzi, but she's going to have another makeover. And I'm thinking that she's going to go a little bit more towards, she's an eternal young adult. Like, she's young, she's vibrant, she's lively. She's going to be this way forever now. She's completely healthy. She's completely fine. Her drinking, she's gotten a little bit more liberal on her drinking, but she has reined it a little bit under control. Like, she has to review drinks for work every now and then. So she'll go to a bar or something and review a drink. I mean, you can do it anywhere, but like at a food stall or something. But she'll go to a bar and review drinks, and she'll usually, her last drink of the, she'll order her a sparkling water. So she's getting it a little under control. She's not too far out of control, but she does go out and drink a little bit more often, than she should. But she's young. She's enjoying herself. There's nothing wrong with that as long as she doesn't let it take control, like she kind of was letting it get a wee bit out of control when she was living with Micaiah and Michael. So I don't know, maybe losing Michael is wrapping her head around the fact that you gotta keep it cool if you want to be with your family. But now she's not with her family, and she's gotta... What are you doing, Dawn? Oh, okay. Wow. Are you the mentor? You are the mentor. Okay, well, train her. Let's see. Where is mentor? I thought you just clicked on him and it popped up. Or is he already mentoring her so I can't ask? That may be it. But, yeah. And I'll play a game and then kind of forget everything that happened or where I was if I haven't played it in a few days. So hopefully with this new approach to things, I'll be able to really enjoy Sims 4 more, because that's my whole goal. That's what I'm aiming at. I know it's kind of, if you don't enjoy the game, don't play it type thing, but I mean, you don't understand. I've been with Sims since Sims 1. It's been the only game I play, and I want to enjoy it. Like, I want to have fun. I want it to be my game. I don't want to abandon it, so I'm trying to adjust myself to make it where it is still enjoyable for me. Yes, you stink, honey. Go take a shower like I told you to. So I guess that's going to be it. Pretty much just rambling. I'm pretty much using y'all as just a ramble and a test run, okay? But no, I love y'all. It's not just a ramble and a test run. I figured some of y'all might be interested in Mitzi because her story is so fun and intriguing. So I figured, I'd update to what was going on because... it's fixing to change, and it's fixing to change drastically, so I figured I'd let y'all know what was going on before it did change, because that way, we're not like, oh, well, yeah, she was a vampire, and she was living with Vlad, and she did do this, and she did all this. You got to see she was living with Vlad and everything, and now she's fixing to move to San Myshuno. Like, as soon as I'm done recording, she's going to pack up and move to an apartment in San Myshuno. And she's going to have to start over. She's going to have to struggle. The good thing is she makes decent money, so hopefully she'll be able to save up a little bit to start with, because I really hate moving her in we had 5,000 simoleons saved whenever. Ooh, man! Thank God you got sun resistant, because you might burn to a crisp in that light. But, you know, we had 5,000 simoleons saved up before we moved into the house in Newcrest with Micaiah, and we gave birth to Michael. And she gets absolutely nothing from living here with Vlad. So she's going to have to start over. I mean, she's saved all of her money, and, you know, Vlad's agreed to pay whatever the remainder was to get her moved in, but she's going to have nothing. And I could cheat. I really could. I could cheat and give her anything I wanted, but I don't want to. I kind of, you know, want to go with the story of it all, you know, and when you separate from somebody, you don't, I mean, yeah, sometimes you do, but you don't, you know, make out like a bandit. And I mean, I'm sure if she asked Micaiah, hey, you know, I need a loan, then he would probably give it to her. And that's always an option for in the future if she ever comes across any bumps she can't handle. But as it is now, she's just going to get what she can afford and work towards making it better. So I guess that is it. I will get off here and play my game, and I will update you guys again soon. So we'll talk at you later. Bye.